Monday, October 13th. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be the weekly tarot reading for Aries for the week of October 13th through the 20th. So I do readings every Monday for all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, and also all the earth signs. And then on Wednesdays, I do readings for all the air and water signs. So anyway, I do like to start with a really quick astrological overview because it's so linked to the tarot cards, the energy, especially in a general reading like this. I'm going to do a basic Celtic Cross spread. I do hope to get my subscribership up so that I can do more complicated spreads and expand my channel. So hit that subscribe button right now. Smash that like button down there. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sending good energy, good vibes your way for that already. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. October 13th, things that are happening. Venus is entering Libra. And what this means is that it's going to shift energies, ascetic relationship energies, relational energies, and the aesthetics of relationships. You're calling into question issues of balance, fairness is a big deal in your partnership dynamics. There's going to be a focus on that for everyone. So this is astrologically for everyone. And then also on October 13th, today, Pluto stations direct in Aquarius. So power dynamics, transformation, collective change begin to move forward again. So that's exciting. We've been in kind of this suspended animation stage for a month astrologically, and weird big shifts happening too. But and then at the end of the week, around on the 21st, so this is through the 20th, but right after that on the 21st, very soon you got Mercury in its pre-retrograde shadow in Scorpio, and that means themes of reflection and communication, and past matters might begin to stir at the end of the week because you're reflecting on things. So past matters might come up, and yeah. So these shifts set the tone for your relationships right now. So Aries, for you in particular, you're going to feel a strong urge to claim your spotlight or take bold action right now. You're going to feel this urge to do this. With Venus entering Libra, your relationships, especially close partnerships for you, Aries, could demand more harmony or negotiation from you. You're going to want to storm on in and but you might need to make sure you're taking time for that peace and harmony. So Pluto going direct is going to help you shed power struggles and control dramas in your interpersonal life. So that's going to help you with that. It's finally, Pluto's been out of bounds for a little while, and now it's coming back in, and you're going to be able to be getting rid of those old power struggles and moving on and doing better with relationships. Toward the end of the week, be mindful though, because when Mercury's shadow period begins to loom, communication misunderstandings are easy to happen. So that's the caution at the end of the week. Sit with your impulses before you act on them. Look before you leave. Is the word of caution there for Aries astrologically. Now let's see what the tarot has to say for you this week, Aries. This is the reading for Aries for the week of October 13th through the 20th. So I'm using the Centennial Smith weight deck, which I've linked in the video description below. If you click more and you expand the full description, you'll find a lot of useful information, an overview of this reading, including also scriptural parallels for this reading, which I especially put in there for certain special family and friends. So this week, Aries, you are feeling like the Knight of Wands, wanting to charge in and rush in and take center stage and be in the spotlight. As a very Knight of Wands. It's very Knight of Wands energy. That's you this week, Aries. So you're being crossed by another Knight, the Knight of Swords. How interesting is that? So I do love these general readings because they do so jive with the that energy that's going on, which is, anyway, coming here below you, coming with you in your subconscious, part of your tool shed, what you bring with you as your part of your foundation is this beautiful Nine of Cups card. Then stepping out of our immediate past, the beginning of October, the moon, crowning you up here in your crowning chakra here, a 10 of Cups, how beautiful, Aries. Stepping into your immediate future, though, October 20th, 21st, right, when Mercury's in your Scorpio, you've got this King of Wands you're stepping into. Ooh, that's beautiful. You're feeling, this is just a perfect reading for you. Aries, this is perfect. So, and it's Aries energy. Wands are fire, so it's all you also. Aries, Cup Swords. This is beautiful. Okay, so this week in your environment, Aries, you're going to be feeling like this Page of Swords. That's you. Going with this Knight of Swords here, totally. Your environment this week is going to be giving you Judgment. The Judgment card. Then in your hopes and fears, you've got this Seven of Cups. And then in your final outcome, you got another beautiful Knight, a Knight of Cups, which is gorgeous in your final outcome. What a beautiful spread, Aries. All right. So now we're going to, before we get deeper into this spread, we'll pull one more confirmation card from my holographic deck here. Also linked in the description section below. Do check it out. And then this one card that wants to come out, there it is, will be a further clarification or confirmation of this reading that we have going on right here. We'll keep it hidden until the end of the reading. If at any time you think you know what that card might be, do drop a comment in the comment section below, and let's get into your reading, Aries. So like I said, you're going to feel like taking center stage and rushing on in and claiming your spotlight, taking bold action. That's the Knight of Wands. He's full of passion. Wands are passion, fire, action. He's one of the more active Knights. So he wants to rush in with a new passion. And that's you. That's how you're feeling right now. That's exactly what I said in the beginning before the spread. But cross you is this swifter action, is this Knight of Swords, which is Knight of Swords is swords trumps clubs, first of all. And this is pure action, swift action, certain action, very swift action. So that's what's crossing you, is wanting to go too fast. I think that's the cautionary tale to you by being crossed by the Nine of Swords. His thoughts, his ideas, his words. So I think I said in the beginning, it's going to be important to watch before you leap, mind your words, mind what you say. That's why this is your challenge. Be careful about rushing in this week. It's crossing you this week. So you got this beautiful Nine of Cups down here in your subconscious tool shed down here, which is a gorgeous card. It's a card of just satisfaction, abundance, and feeling pretty fulfilled. So you've had some fulfillment in your life that you're bringing with you as part of you. In the immediate past, October, you were dealing with the moon situation, and this is another major arcana, and it signifies feeling like you don't know, like your past things are being hidden from you, like not knowing which way to go. And there's a lot of things that you don't know, that other people know, but you don't know, and you don't know what's coming and what's lurking. That's the Moon card. It's paths unknown. It's secrets being held from you. It's uncertainty about options. So I feel like in the beginning of October, you had a bit of that going on, Aries. Crowning you in your ideal is this 10 of Cups. Bringing along a 9 of Cups, but you want to be the 10 of Cups, which is like, okay, so nines, here's where we get a little bit more into the numerology. So 9 of Cups is beautiful and fulfillment, but it's also the end of a cycle. Nines are always the end of a cycle. So it's sitting there satisfied, full, satisfied at the end. But you're crowned by the 10, which is beyond. It's stepping through the portal. It's stepping into the next new generation. And this is more like generational wealth. You've got the family there. You've got, it's unending satisfaction. It's perpetual. It keeps going. That's what's crowning you. That, because that's your ideal, is that kind of fulfillment, that kind of cups. And so very natural progression from 9 of Cups below you to 10 of Cups above you. And so you're stepping into, you're this Knight of Wands, and you're being crossed because you're being careful of your words and being careful of being too swift. You're going to step into this King of Wands situation. And I really think it's you. I mean, a lot of times court cards are somebody in our life, and if I was doing a more specific reading where somebody had a specific question about a specific person or something, I would say, well, this person, could be one of our fire signs, probably a younger adult, blah, blah, blah. All the things associated if this were an actual person in your life. But I feel like for you, in this general reading, Aries, it's you. It's this night, you're stepping into this King of Wands energy. And this is the energy in your immediate future. So right around the 13th, you're wanting to step into following this passion of yours, following your passions, but being secure in them and being secure in your house, home and household also is Wands. And you want to be firm in that and in control of that and secure in that. And you are stepping into that energy in the middle of October. Around the 20th. Around the 20th of October, 21st of October. So this week, you're going to be feeling like this Page of Swords. You're crossed by this Knight of Swords that's rushing in with words, which you want to be mindful of. And so you're going to feel like this Knight of Swords. You're very enthusiastic and you're trying to communicate people, but you have to watch your words. Pages are a little overzealous sometimes, spontaneous, and it's kind of funny because when I see this knight and he's looking the other way and he's wielding this huge wand, and I always think of that old movie, A Christmas Story, and I want to say, watch out, you poke your eye out, kind of a deal. So you may be, I think, feeling a little just being really cautious as a page with your words and how you're communicating. Because your environment is giving you some judgment. You've got judgment going on. You're being judged, or you're judging things as well this week a lot in your environment. Relationships are being judged. Other things are being judged right now for you. So in your hopes and we've got seven's beautiful. It's associated with the 7th major arcana, which is the Chariot, which is all about continuing to charging forward, pressing forward, balancing things out, but pressing forward. And so this 7 of Cups, it's like you've got all these options and all these beautiful things, and which one do I choose? So it could be a hope of having all these doors opened up to you all of a sudden, but that can also be a fear, because this can also be analysis paralysis. It is a card to don't get lost in that. Choose, make a choice, and commit yourself to the one thing, and keep it simple. Keep it simple right now. Commit yourself to that. Don't spread your energy thin over all these things. That's what this is probably in your hopes and fears section. It could be a fear of overwhelm on your part also. that Seven of Cups. And then your final outcome here, Aries, is this Knight of Cups, which is gorgeous. You got the Knight of Swords, and you got the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So you've got a beautiful balance of swords, wands, cups. I don't see any coins in this reading, but that's okay. You're following your passions, and you've got this Knight of Cups in your final outcome. So the Knights usually bring action towards some sort of new like relationship or offer, a new bond. It doesn't have to be a romantic. It could be a business partnership, bond, or something like that coming your way as the final outcome, some new relationship in your future. In regards to some of this is the Knight of Cups. Interesting reading. Okay, so I wonder what our confirmation card could be, Aries. Let's see. It could. So again, I don't see any pentacles, so I'm not feeling any pentacles. Could be, but I'm not feeling that. It could be more cups. It could be something more about this Judgment card. I'm not see what it is. And there's our pentacles. So there's no pentacles. Where's the pentacles? And you've come up as the Two of Pentacles, and that is kind of just juggling things, pentacle wise, like job wise, money wise, juggling things this week. It's going to be a week of juggling that and keeping that balanced and keeping that going with the Two of Pentacles card is what that means. So further advice for you this week, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit that like button right now and click subscribe at the end of this video. Oh my gosh, I always get it wrong. I think it's over there. It's going to be the Lotus Blossom for you to tap. And I think over there it's going to be my other videos, the scariest cards in the tarot and some tarot explained. I hope you'll check them out. Thank you for visiting Tarot with Kat. We'll see you next week, Aries.